Welcome back, guys, to Seek the Beast on the Minecraft VTV server. We're back in the secret base, and today we're going to be doing more stuff with the movable platforms, the frame engines, the frames, all that kind of fun stuff. So a few episodes ago, I experimented with the frame engines a little bit, got the hang of them, kind of how they operate, and what I might need to do to use them. But today, what I want to do is I want to get a little more specific with the mechanics of how they actually work. Let's see, let's do something real quick. Let's set up that, and that. So, I would like to have some platforms that move up and down, and I'd like to have it automated to where you just hit a button and then it'll go all the way up or it'll go all the way down. Maybe there'll be elevators. Maybe there'll be, we'll transport some mobs. We'll make some overly, come on man, switch around, there we go. Maybe we'll transport some mobs. Maybe we'll just have some like overly complicated applications. I don't know. I don't have any sort of really specific function in mind at this time. But I would like to have moving parts to the base. I think that would be neato. Okay, let's place these. We're getting some extreme lag here. Unless I grabbed, did I grab? Oh, I grabbed scaffolds. That's not what I meant. I meant to grab frames. No wonder they weren't working properly. Okay, those are the scaffolds. What did I do with the frames? Okay, well, I don't know where they are. I will find them. Oh, here's some. Okay, that's plenty. Good. No wonder they weren't working. They're similar, but they are not the same. So, I'm going to set up a little test platform here, and then I'm going to try to reverse engineer some wiring to automate it. I know there are already designs out there for automating this kind of thing, and I could just look them up and copy them. In fact, I watched Doc make part of the penguin enclosure at Beef Zoo on this server, and in fact I could just walk over there or probably fly over there at Mach 7 and take a look. Oops. That was my normal place for a torch, as I instinctively try to put a torch there. I could just go over there and look at it, but I would like to kind of try to figure it out, and regardless, I know that he used a counter when he made his, and I kind of think I can make it without a counter. I have this hunch that I can do it, so I'm going to try to figure it out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's big enough for the purposes of this video. So let's say that we've got this elevator platform thing. We want to go up and down. We'll just cover it with cobble. Actually, let's put a light on it just so it's nice and bright and shiny. And I should still have at least one. Here's an inverted white lamp. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, my engine is backwards. Okay, so let's put this right here. There. Okay, good. Nice and bright. All right. So I'm going to try to reverse this from what I know I need to accomplish. Let's get rid of that. It is free of all blocks that might block it. Okay. So what we could do, we could just put some buttons on it and click it repeatedly. That would be boring as hell. We go up 1. You know what? But let's go ahead and count how many times. If it's at the bottom here, here's the very bottom. It's got to go up to get to the very top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Okay? So I want to automate those 8 clicks. The most basic thing we could probably do is we could set up a timer. And what did I decide or realize the interval, the ideal interval was? I think it was maybe 1.5 seconds. I don't actually remember now though. So we could do that, and then we could shut them off when we don't want to use it with some redstone signal. And then we could do... Did I get the button? Oh, it's up there. Do the same thing here. Set up another one here, and let's go ahead and... I want it off to begin with. There, okay. And let's set that... I think 1.5, but we'll just figure out what the good timing is. That doesn't have to be the absolute fastest at the moment. So now we've got 2 switches, and if I want to go down, I can turn that on. 2. Okay, that's a good timing. It's moving every time this flips around, so it's not skipping any cycles. Okay, and then we're done with it. This keeps going, which I don't like, so we flip that off. However, I'd like to automate it so that when I click the button for the thing to go up or down, I want the timer to be on for however long it takes, and then I want it to shut off. Otherwise, we're going to have to keep doing this, which is not as good. I suppose what you could do, let's wait for it to get to the top. Let's say we had, we could use, let's see, where did I put them? A toggle latch. See, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to reverse engineer this and start out with something as simple as possible, which was the buttons, and then I'm going to add functions to automate it as much as possible. Okay. So let's put a toggle latch there. Let's flip it. No, I want it to spin around. There. Like that, okay? So that will turn off when that is like that. And if we send power to it, we can turn this on and off. So we could have a button at the top and a button at the bottom of the elevator. So like an up button and a down button at the top and the bottom of the elevator. Like this. So let's say this is at the top of the elevator where this platform is. Let's say I just wire it so it reaches up here. So when you get up here, you can click the up button, and then here we'll do another one. We're going to replace this with a toggle latch. Okay, and then switch it around. Good. Okay, turn it off. All right, and then let's get the red alloy wire. Okay, connect up, laggy. Thank you. Oops. Let's give me that back, actually. Okay. So let's say this is the down button, and that is the up button. Oh, these aren't actually going to connect, are they? We got to do that because the red wire operates a little bit differently than redstone. Okay. So if I send a signal to this guy, it's going to flip that switch the other way and turn our timer back on. So we could have like an up button and a down button. So this would be the down button. So when we get to the top, we would have the down button. It would turn it on. The elevator would start descending. We can write it down. Oh! If the lag doesn't destroy us. Oh! Hola! Ah! Oh! Ah! Whoa! It's scared. This is freaking me out. Okay, so we're at the bottom now. We get off at the bottom, and we have this one wired up to turn it off. So shut up, turn off, stop making that noise. Okay, so that's a little bit more complicated and a little bit more refined. But oh, look at me, slowness. Oh my God, what's going on? That's not good. Slowness. Okay, so we've done that much. But what I think I can do is I want to automate this turning on and off, this little latch here. And I think we can do that with another timer. So this guy, it's all the way down. When we turn it back on, it's going to do 1.5 seconds. And we want it to do that 8 times. So let's, tell you what, let's get rid of these, because we're gonna add some more automation. If I can figure out how to make this work, I'm not sure if I'm going to figure this out. I'm gonna try my best, but Okay, a little lag there. I'm reverse engineering this as we go. I gave it a little bit of thoughts before recording, but it... oh no. And I don't have torches on me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I found it. Yeah, we're having some lag right now. Somebody doing something. I just have a feeling that I can do this without needing a counter, that I can just set up a timer with the right timing. Okay, so let's just worry about this one. And then when we need to, we can add it to both systems. Okay, so a timer, we'll add it over here. We'll space it out, and then later I'll try to make it more compact. So this guy, like, oh, wow, it just moved me. That's some weird lag. 1.5 seconds times 8, which is 12 seconds. So let's say we'll give this, just in case there's lag that screws up the system, let's say we turn the sucker on for 15 seconds, which should give it more than enough time for this guy to tick over 8 times. Can I turn it off from any side? Yeah, I can. I guess that's what these 3 mean. And can I wonder, can I manipulate how many on-offs we have? I'm trying to shift click here. Oh, okay, that's, yeah, I guess not. I guess you're always going to have 3 inputs and 1 output for this guy. The AND gate, for instance, you can change how many inputs you have, but I guess this guy always has 3. But that's good, so I can have a shutdown switch while I'm thinking this through. Okay, so let's get this guy out. So when we turn this guy on, he is going to turn on the timer. He's going to flip this switch over, which is going to allow this to flip around. And by the time it gets back around, to send another signal here to turn this back on, to shut this back down, it will have turned around enough times to put the lift all the way to the top, I hope. Okay, so let's see, what now? What I need to do is I need to make sure that when this sends one signal out, it turns this on. But on the second signal, not only does it turn this off, it's got to turn itself off. So let's see, do I want another toggle latch there? I think. Okay, so let's get rid of this switch one of these days. There we go. Okay, so right now, when we send a pulse to that, this guy's going to start spinning. Oh, he's not going to get power immediately. That's kind of a thing. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, are we getting lag? What's going on? 15 seconds. There we go. 1. Okay, so this is what it's supposed to be doing. When it sends an initial signal, it's going to allow that to raise, and then when it gets all the way back around, it should be at the top. Yep, with a few seconds to spare in case of lag, and it shuts it off. Okay, so I got it working, and this is what it looks like right now, and it works. And I didn't use that stupid counter thing, which actually, in the end, the counter is probably going to be more compact, the version that Doc made. And of course, you would think that the version that Doc used is going to be more compact than something that I come up with out of my own dumb brain. But it works. So here is what I added. We have right here these guys. These are, let's see if I still have one so we can look at it. They're pulse formers. Is that what they're called specifically? It's a pulse something. It's basically when you send redstone signal to it. Yeah, pulse former. That is the actual word. Pulse former. When you send redstone signal to it, it'll send just a short pulse. It's essentially, it's kind of like hitting a button, and that it just sends a short pulse and then shuts off, which is what I needed. So here's what happens. When we press the button, we're going to have this elevator go all the way up and then stop. So what's going to happen is the redstone signal from the button is going to flip this switch here, which is going to turn this guy off. And then it's going to set this timer going for 15 seconds. So this timer is going to start going around slowly, 15 seconds. And when it gets to here, it's going to send redstone signal to here. While that's going on, remember, this is off, so this torch here turns on, which sends power to this pulse former sender thingy, the pulse doohickey. Pulse doohickey, that's what I'm going to call it. Sends power to the pulse doohickey, which sends a short burst to here, which switches on this shorter counter of 1.5 seconds, which is going to start sending this guy up. And because it's a pulse former, it only sends a short pulse, and then later, once this guy finishes, it's going to send another pulse back here to turn the thing off. One of the problems I had is that I kept having this always on wire, so the pulse former fixed that. At the same time, when this gets back around, not only is it going to send a pulse here, shutting this guy off, or shutting this guy off so that it stops spinning around, it's also going to spin around here and flip this back on, shutting the timer off so that this stops too. So the whole thing is self-contained. It's a up button. So there we go. It's going to spin around, and then when this guy gets all the way around, it's going to shut itself off, and it's going to flip that back around. Okay, it's at the top, and then pulse and shut off. Good. Okay, that's great. So what we need to do now is try and condense down this part, because we're going to have two versions of it. Okay, so that is on. Let's I'm going to be clicking stuff, so let's disconnect it, and let's try to condense some things. I'm sure I can condense it quite a bit. One thing I'm thinking of, first thing, let's get this knot gate right there, snot gate. Let's put it right there, and then I'm gonna shift right click it. I want to have just the one output. Okay, see how that disconnects? I just want the one. There, yeah, I want that like that. And okay, so let's leave that there for a second. Pick these up. Oh, so laggy. Pick those up. And then I think I should be able to replace this with a block. So when this sends power, it'll send power to the block, and it should send it out to there. And that means that I should be able to use this way. And then we can condense the pulse formers into a smaller little formation like that. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so I put a duplicate next to each other. Okay, so it's at the top right now. Let's do a test. It's clicking around. This timer is going for 15 seconds. When it finishes, it's going to shut itself off, and this guy. Oh man, this is so cool. Finish. Okay, it's done. And then we click it again, and it goes back up. Awesome. Okay, so for my next trick, what I want to do is I actually want to install some little quick buttons, and let's pretend that there are floors at the elevators, so we can actually ride the dumb thing, even though riding it's a little laggy. Okay, so we'll need a button. Oh, I already put one there. Okay, so there's a button here, and this will be a landing. And just for the sake of whatever, I won't worry about them actually touching right now, because that'd be more complicated. So the redstone wire, I don't remember how far this wire goes, but I think that may be good enough. I may have to add a repeater. Let's add a repeater, just in case. I think it goes 25 blocks, maybe. Or maybe it goes 40, I don't remember. But we can... It'll definitely go 15. And I'm pretty sure it goes more. And so we need to flip that around. Like that. Good. Okay, so then that's going to send a signal this way. There's another button here at the bottom. And then we need to hook them up. Let's see, I guess we need to go around that. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, so we're at the bottom. Oh, the elevator's not here. Let's get it to come down for us. Here it comes. Yeah. Oh, man. It is so awesome to actually figure out something like this from scratch without looking up a solution ahead of time. I just had a hunch about a way I might be able to use those timers and the toggle latches to shut things on and off and to time things out. And, okay, so we're at the bottom. Let's turn it on. Now we're going up. Oh, very laggy. Or stuttery, whatever. It's very awkward, but it works. And I'm wondering if I can make it even a little more compact. The version that Doc uses is more compact than this by a little bit. Okay, we're at the top now. Yay! We'll get off. We'll get back on. Let's go back down. Yeah, the version that Doc uses is a little bit more compact. But that's all right. I don't mind doing it this way. And I think his probably uses less of these little circuits and more. He uses the different colored wire. But this is good. I'm glad that I figured this out. Next time I think I'm going to build that escalator to nowhere using this wiring, and I'll see if I can't make it a little more compact. Leave a note in the comments if you see somewhere, or maybe hit it up on Reddit if you see a configuration or something some sort of change I could do to make it a little more compact. Obviously things like this are easy to make more compact, and I could make that and that more compact just by moving that over one. I'm not talking about that. Maybe I could move things up or down to stack things. Maybe I should stack these guys on top of each other. It depends really where I'm building this, whatever is using this. You know, how much space I have, if it's wide or deep or whatever. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Next time I think I'm going to build the escalator. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.